Catacomb by John Carmack. Your hand gestures, palm upward, in a delicate, practiced position. Suddenly, a small ball of light appears from nothingness, sparkling with energy. You turn your hand forward, extending your fingers rigidly. A bolt of brilliant light leaps out with supernatural fierceness, making the hairs on your arm stand on end. The bolt courses through the air, illuminating the room with harsh light and striking a metal container. Its contents begin to bubble, then boil with incredible heat. Grimacing, you withdraw your hand and the light is gone. I'm the most powerful magician in the world, you think to yourself, and here I am making tea. You walk over to the kettle, pour a cup, and sit down at the kitchen table. There must be more to life, you think, sipping your orange pekoe. There is a rap on the door. Come in, you say listlessly. The door opens, revealing an impressive cloaked figure. Pet and Everhale, its voice booms out. Yes, you say, trying to stop the teacup from shaking against the saucer. You must journey to the ruins of the Caroline Empire, the raspy voice says. There you must find the Caroline Palace. Great powers of evil have entered it, seeking to rob its treasures and reap its magic. You must see that the evil ones are vanquished and the great palace is open to the powers of good. Only your great magic will triumph. And besides, the voice said in a confidential tone, you seem kind of bored. You cringe at the last comment, though you know the creature is right. Who are you? Why are you telling me this? You demand. The creature floats forward, its raspy breath growing louder, slowing and stopping silently. It lifts its cowl. It is a man, his weathered face betraying wisdom and pain. He stares at you for a moment. Oh, why can't you just go there, blast stuff, and get the treasure bag? We'll split it 50-50, he says. Your treasure, you ask, uncomprehendingly. The Caroline Empire fell apart over 200 years ago. And I am Terexin, High Wizard of the Caroline. I left all my scrolls back there, which you are welcome to, but in the deepest catacombs I stored all of my great wealth, more than you can imagine. I left when the castle was taken, but the gold is still there. Retrieve it, and we will live as kings. Take this bag of holding. Just whip all the chests into it. It is a magic bag that will hold anything you put into it. You take the bag and look at Terexin. You look at all of the dusty mementos on the wall from adventures long ago. You look at the teacup. You look into Terexin's eyes. You believe him. A smile grows on your face. Let's do it, you say. You collect your things and march off for the catacombs under the Caroline Palace. How to play Catacomb. There are 10 levels to the catacombs. To exit the level, you must enter a magic teleportation mirror. There are many things that will prevent you from doing this. Doors. You must have a key to get through a door. Just walk into the door while holding the key to open it. Walls. Most block your path, but some may fall under the strain of your magic. Goblins, skeletons, ogres, gargoyles, dragons. These nasty folks will kill you if you are not careful. They inhabit the area, and you are really hoping you don't meet up with any dragons. There are also many neat things to collect. Keys get you through doors. Potions heal all your wounds. Chests give you money points. Scrolls may contain a bolt, powerful strike in one direction, or a nuke, powerful strike in all 4 directions. These are good for very desperate situations. You have a certain number of body points. When that goes to 0, you die. When you die, the game is over. Drink a potion to heal up. When you cast a bolt of energy, holding the button down until the power gauge is full will release the Super Bolt, destroying most everything in its wake. Controls. You may use the joystick, keyboard, or mouse. Playing hints. Keep an eye on your body points. They disappear quickly. There are 10 levels. Really. Many Many things are hidden behind explodable walls. There may be no other way to get into a room besides shooting through a wall. Save up nukes for really dangerous situations. Nuking 2 goblins may look impressive, but it is wasteful. These levels were made by a twisted, devious intellect, so watch out for dirty tricks. Conclusion: good luck, Pettin. You're going to need it. I didn't even know they used the word cringe in the 80s. Hey everybody, it's Colniclox9999 and welcome to Catacomb! Developed and published by Softdisk, directed by Tom Hall, designed by John Carmack and John Romero, and released for the Apple II computers and MS-DOS, although I think it was released for the Apple II GS. I think it was originally for the Apple II in 1989 and the DOS in 1990, even though it says 1989 in the Catacomb Pack selection menu on GOG. Any website I find says the game was released in 1990. But I'm just going to say it was released on the Apple II in 89 and the DOS in 90. I couldn't get the Apple II version to work for some reason. I couldn't even find the file when I tried to load it with Apple Win. It didn't detect it. But, anyways. Let us begin. Press space and enter the start. Alright, space to start. Entering level 1. Abandon hope, all ye who enter. Alright, controls. Arrow keys to move around, for the keyboard controls anyway. And control to shoot your light bolts. You will always alternately shoot them up and down, or in the different directions. You know what I mean. Hold down control, and you can get your super bolt that will penetrate through enemies. And something that might be really useful to know is that if you hold Alt, your character will face the same direction it was facing before you hold Alt. Not holding it will make him turn direction as he moves. Holding Alt is a really good way to fight in this game. Okay, let's begin. So, move forward a little bit. And here's the first enemy, goblins. They will die in one hit with your normal fireballs. I'm probably just going to call them fireballs out of habit. We have a potion and a treasure chest right here. Treasure chests will just give you extra points. Holding down the fire button will basically anything. Basically will penetrate through the enemy and get any enemy behind it. We also had another enemy there. I'll explain it in a minute. We'll see him in the later levels. So yes. So right here we have we are picking up some potions and scrolls. We start with 3 heal potions, 3 bolt scrolls and 2 nuke scrolls. I'll get into what those do in very soon, but for now, let's kill that guy. We have a key right here, and use those keys to go through these gates. No, you use the keys to fight because this is Kingdom Hearts. Anyways, and here we have an ogre. These guys are more powerful and they take more shots. Usually a single super bolt can do them in, but sometimes they might take more than one. We have another heal potion here. And we have a scroll right here. This was a nuke scroll. And the mirror to progress is in there. How do we get it? Well, you can break through walls, and there usually is an indicator of what walls you are able to break. But I will put maps in the description so you guys can know exactly which walls break. So yeah, we have 3 scrolls right here. Get a nuke, a bolt, and a bolt. Now, I could be wrong, but I think how the scrolls work is that when you pick it up, it will give you either a bolt or a nuke. I'm not sure. I could be wrong on that. I probably am, honestly. I didn't even really bother testing it that much. Alright. Entering level 2. The Catacombs. And yeah, by the way, this game is just called Catacomb, not Catacombs. This was the precursor to the more well-known Catacombs 3D by ID Software, by the way. So, yeah, there were 2 games before Catacombs 3D. Okay. So, let's go down here. The enemies will pretty much always target you if they're on screen at the same time, even if and then we'll try to find a way around a wall, but usually they won't be able to. So those were the goblins, and those guys down there are the skeletons. Those guys suck. They're basically the same as the goblins, but they just move a lot faster, and they're really good at, like, whittling you down, and God, they're just such a nuisance to deal with. Okay, I'll demonstrate the pickups in a moment, but first we want to find the key. Okay, so generally an indicator that of a wall that you might be able to break through is that if you look really closely right here, there's some little pink pixels right here, though some discolored pixels. Those are usually the walls that you can break, and it's a good idea to, if there's an enemy behind it, to charge up your shot and hope it hits the enemy. That time it didn't, because the skeletons are just as annoying in this game as they are in Minecraft. Thank God they don't shoot projectiles. Okay, down here. You don't have to kill... Okay, killing the enemies does give points. I thought it didn't for some reason. For some reason, I thought both this and Dangerous Dave, the enemies didn't give points when you kill them, but of course they do. There we go. Alright, right there we have another ogre. Don't use the key here. There's something else you might want to use it on. First of all, you can get a scroll right here. And you can blast through this. It's a really good idea to use your super bolt so you can blast through those walls quickly instead of just doing it one at a time. So instead, oh, also one more thing. Almost forgot. Break this. There's a potion. Okay, so what I'm going to do is charge up, open this, move back, and then shoot them both. There you go. Grave robbers, beware. Alright, got 2 potions there, got another scroll. And this isn't what you're supposed to do, but it is a bonus area if you want some more points. Let's see. If you want, you can... Okay. You can blast through this. Well, you're going to have to do this if you use the key anyway, so... Oh, there we go. Crap. There we go. You can, if you want to... Actually, I'll do it in a second. Alright. If you want to heal, you can use the heal potions by either pressing P on the keyboard or by pressing space. There we go, and that'll heal you the full. Now, it might look like you can carry a maximum of... There's another key here. It might look like you can carry a maximum of 10 of each item, but that's actually not the case. Even though there's only 10 icons, it goes way above that. I assume you can hold up to 99, but you can hold as much of these as you need, so... Pretty much, if you're getting rapidly attacked, you can just spam the potions if you want. I wouldn't do that because they'll dwindle really fast, but... Anyways. Entering level 3. Okay. Here they come. Boom. So, it's not really a good idea to do this now, but I would like to demonstrate how the scrolls we have... Actually, I'll wait until there's some more powerful enemies. Alright. The skeletons will also die in one hit, but because they're so fast, they still can be problematic. See, completely avoided my attack right there. Sometimes spamming the control is a good idea. Okay, whoa. Get that? Let me give you a good strategy for fighting skeletons, actually, if you're having trouble with them. Okay, so if I go down this way, if you're in an area that's like a 4x4 grid area here, like from your character's perspective, any shot will hit the skeleton no matter what, because they always take up 4 tiles. Okay. Okay, so there's gonna be some more over here. Gotcha. There we go. It's always satisfying to get a ton of enemy in one big shot. Okay. Alright, we've got some potions and some scrolls in here, but I'm just going to tell you there's no way you can get them. Alright, I guess I can demonstrate how the bolt works. Basically, you just shoot out a huge flurry of projectiles, and they're actually a lot more powerful than super bolts normally are, so you can take out some really big enemies like that. And pretty sure we can get in here. Can we? Well, you can kill these guys if you don't want. I was going to demonstrate the nuke, but anyways. Thought there was a key here. There was a key here. It's in the wall. Give me that. Alright, and there's another skeleton in here. I say screw him. And I guess I can demonstrate the nuke with these two ogres right here. Again, I don't recommend you do this. Save your nukes for the final level. But you can do that. Of course, it missed one. Okay. Okay, normally you're not supposed to be using this many potions so early on, but I'm just kind of sucking for some reason. Entering level 4. Okay, first things first. Head down this way. Got some of these guys. Can you... Yeah, you can break through this. A little tip for the ogres, by the way, is that they actually are 3x5 tiles wide. So that means if you're in something like this, they'll actually never be able to get to you. So if you just don't have if you have an area that's just too small for them to get through, you can take them out from a distance. I think it does more damage the more tiles it hits them on, though. So if you hit them in the feet, it won't do as much damage. But if you hit them like directly on the torso, it will do a lot more. Another example of walls you can break through is that they might have some little black pixels in the side. So what you want to do is you want to blast through this and move down while this is going down so you can break more at once. There you go. Get that. Here's some black pixels that indicate that you can break through this wall. Go down further. We have an ogre. And some scrolls and some chests. And that's... Okay. This area right here is just a little bonus area. Can you actually get into this area? I think you can, but... There you go. You can take out the ogres like this. The goblins might come in to get you, but well, you can easily take out the ogres from this. There we go. So I don't think there's anything in here, though. It might have just been for some extra points. I love those games that have sounds for when you get stuck on a wall. Here we go. Get 2 more potions there. The corners usually always have those black pixels, though, so they're not. So these ones are not walls that you can break. All right, let's go back around. His running animations looks really funny. Like in this, like his arms are just going up and down kind of wildly, and this just kind of looks like he's sliding on the floor. Like his front foot like isn't even moving. Although maybe it's just like supposed to be his legs moving back and forth. But I don't think they did a really good job achieving that effect. Okay, to progress, you want to blast through this. Whoa, where'd you come from? Is there more we can get over here, actually? Oh no, it just takes you in a circle. Okay, what? Alright. Go through this. Hello! Oh, Jesus, keep looking back and forth at my notes. Okay, let's do this. Gotcha. And you can take those guys out as well if you want. There we go. See, the enemy patterns is really erratic as well. Whoa. Where the heck are these guys coming from? Also, why do they keep popping up, like, right when I look at my notes? Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, they were down here. Oh, wait. Okay. So, if you shoot a super bolt here, you can get 2 heal potions. Go and use one. Like I said, there's an abundance of potions in this game. Don't worry too much about being sparing with them. Entering level 5. The end. Is it really? Did we really beat the game? And the ending is that we're just trapped in here now? I didn't think so. So you have to navigate your way through here, which may be a bit annoying to do. And, let's see. No, you want to stand there. Blast through further. And now you want to take these guys out because the key's in there. And about that area with all those treasure chests, there's no way you can get in there, so don't bother. Let's see. There we go. Alright, now. Glad you could make it. So, there's going to be a lot of goblins in this little room down here. You could use the nuke here, but I kind of prefer to just lead them in here and unleash super bolts on them. There we go. Oh, and of course there's going to be skeletons. This is a big room. Yes, it is. So much open space. Surprised they didn't put like a really big dragon monster in here or something. Actually, it's probably good that they didn't. And they probably wouldn't because this is not Catacomb 2. Whoa. There are two more of these guys. Okay. Do not enter. Well, I feel like being a bad girl, so let's enter. Unfortunately, doing that makes us waste our key for getting through this. But don't worry, there's a solution. Alright. Plenty of these jerks. Alright. Now, you can blast through this. And now we have potions, but keep going further. And you can find that missing key and another potion. But wait, there's another door here. And it had some extra points and some more scrolls. Alright, we'll have plenty of scrolls for the final level. I usually only use like 4 or 5 scrolls during the final level anyway, so you'll be fine. Alright, level 6. So, this is a level that you kind of got to use your head a little bit in. So, first let's head down. We want to go all the way as far as we can go. There's a lot of goblins in there. There we go, there was another goblin there. Oh, jeez. Okay, you want to come here, grab this key. Don't go through that. Go back to where you started. Well, I guess we can go in here first, actually. Okay, so you might be thinking, oh my gosh, we can use the key here and get 4 potions. No, do not use a key on this. If you do, you will mess up the puzzle because there won't be another key for you to grab and continue. So yeah, if you end up messing this level up, you're going to have to start the whole game over. Though there is a little way to bypass starting over, so and I'll definitely show that at the end. So go through that, get 2 keys. Don't go through that. Go back to where you got the first key. Okay, right here. There's a skeleton here. And you got 3 keys. Be very careful you don't accidentally double tap the button. Alright, go back to where you started. Very satisfying. And get 4 more keys. So, yeah, a little bit confusing. Alright, get that. And there's a nice little scroll. Get a nuke. We got a scroll that calls a nuclear bomb. Now, I think nuke is just a descriptive word for destroying things in a very big area. It's like saying a screen nuke for enemies in like Paper Mario Sticker Star or something with the Think stickers. I don't know. Alright, get through that. Get through this. Oops, I accidentally used a potion. I hit space when I was trying to hit Alt. There we go. Gotcha. These don't look like ogres. They're not green. I guess who said an ogre had to be green? Okay. So we get 5 potions, but we need one more key. And it is right under here. Yeah, so the skeleton sprite was on top of the key, so it wasn't showing up. So, yeah, you can notice this when you shoot a wall, and it kind of looks like it breaks, but then it just reforms. So, yeah, it might just be sprite limitations. In doing that, the last key, we can get through this. And there we go. Entering level 7. Alright, you're going to get attacked straight from the get-go, so make sure you get these guys. Alright, we're good. Alright, now there's going to be a little bit of a maze of walls we got to blast through. So, yeah, you can go through that. Can't go through that. Alright, we'll get those potions in a minute. Okay, you're supposed to go this way, but if you go up here, you can get some more scrolls. And... wait. Yeah, here we go. Some more potions. We do have a lot of scrolls, but I still would recommend you be sparing with them. Ooh, actually, you want to be a little bit careful here because... I'm going to use a potion here. Check it out, we have a gargoyle in here. This is the only other this is one of the only other two two enemies in this game that actually shoots projectiles as well. It seems hard, but don't worry. It a few super shots will do it in. I like how it explodes in like a splatting motion. I was so focused on killing the gargoyle that I forgot to show you how to get these potions up here. Simple as that. Okay. Okay, got some more treasure chests in here, it looks like. Perfect. Oh yeah, I remember. For this level, you're actually going to have to need to get 6 keys, and one of them was being guarded by that gargoyle. Another one's in here. Another one is being guarded by those skeletons. We all know how much we hate skeletons. Gabe would not like this game, considering how much he hates skeletons in Minecraft. Alright. Alright. This one may be a little bit confusing because there's some single holes you can make, but you can't actually get through them. But can get through this one. Gotcha. Alright. Whoa, there's a lot of those guys in here. I feel bad for you if you don't know how to do super bolts. So many of them, we can take them out so fast, but we do end up getting a little bit hurt in the process because some of them just slip on by. It's just like grammar errors when you're writing a story. Sometimes they just slip through. That's why it's a good idea to consult a lot of people before you publish a book. Not that I've published a book, but I mean, you know what I mean. Anyways, last area is down here. Get another potion down here. I might miss some secrets, honestly, because I don't know everything about this game. I'm just kind of going off of what I've wrote down. Alright, 6 gates. Entering level 8. Alright, this is another one you're going to have to be a little bit careful in. So, level 6 and 8 could kill your run if you're not careful. So, blast through that. Get a key right there. And now you want to use that to open this really long gate. Okay, whoa. Alright, there we go. We've got some more stuff in here that these skeletons are guarding Gardening? I meant guarding. Okay. So next, we can go through this, but I'm just, what I'm gonna do is actually, what I'm about to do is a little bit pointless, because, Wait, I thought I picked up a key. Oh, no, I didn't. Duh. I used it to open that long gate. Okay. So, a lot of goblins in here. You can blast those guys. Another potion. Bam. Okay. And here's another key. Now, I'm gonna use this key, or use it here, and in here you just get another key. So that was a completely pointless gate. Although you do get an idea of what's ahead of you. Looks like chaos. It really shows how relentless these enemies are. Alright, next where you got the key here, you wanna blast through this. You can get some of that. And, I don't think it matters which, gate you use it on, but I guess we'll just use it on this. So, yeah, I guess we can fight those ogres, too. I just kind of glossed over them because I was focusing on, making sure I got it right, but you can kill those, get some more potions. Unfortunately, there's no way you can get these potions. These openings will not open wide enough for us to get through, and we are not thin enough to squeeze through. So, yeah. Okay, ooh. Oh, jeez. Okay, now this next area is a little maze area. Okay, well that goblin was moving oddly fast. Okay. Next, oh my gosh, we have a gate right here, but we don't have a key. Where is there another key? Actually no. You can just blast right by it. So, yeah, so that one doesn't need a key. Okay. Got some stuff coming after us. Gotcha. But of course he still gets a hit off of me. Okay. Alright, you can use blast through this to get another potion as well. For some reason your head has to touch it in order for you to pick it up. Alright. Now this area might, because you kind of got a, yeah, it's a little area you can't break for some reason. Alright, a lot of ogres. Okay. Alright, a lot of them. Okay. I probably used that a little bit too early, but either way, not much more to go. Entering level 9. Oh, this one kind of sucks. So, it might be where the skeletons kill you, but right off the bat you start on top of a key. So, you want to pick it up, open this, and just fire away. Because these guys, and they're going to be up in the corners as well, so might be an good idea to try to clear out the room as much as possible. You might end up needing to use a scroll, possibly, but I would suggest don't back up too much. Like sometimes simply stopping and letting them approach you so that you can hit them is the way to go. But as you can see, because of the abundance of potions we've been finding, we really don't have to be sparing with our potions. Scrolls I would be sparing with, but potions, there's so many of them in this game, you really don't need to be sparing with them. In the second game especially, because you can enter the same levels more than once, and every time you do, all of the items will respawn. You can't do that in this game, though. Guys... One at a time, boys. There's plenty of me to go around. Okay, there we go. So, now that we've cleared out the room, you want to, you might have seen this already, but you can, everything we need is going to be in, here, in the walls right here. And there we go. Got 7 more potions. See? We really don't need to be sparing. I don't think you can use potions when you're full on health, though. Whoa, there was another one. There was one left. He was the lone soldier, ready to avenge his brethren. He's dead. Okay. Okay, but there's the key there. Actually, wait, he was already dead, so wouldn't that mean we re-killed him if we killed him when he was already dead? I don't know. Used to use those words so casually when I used to write Clona City comics. Alright, we got a bunch of scrolls right here. Even though I could potentially calculate how many potions we have, I can't calculate how many of each scroll we have because both of them look the same on the field. And, there are more we can get. There's more stuff we can get, like these, things will have, extra power-ups in them, but it's going to be really tedious to go through every one of them, so I think I'm just going to skip that, and head through here. Entering level 10. Alright, last level. So, this may be tedious to get through, but because you basically have to break through small blocks, and it's just a little annoying. You don't have to go down here, but there are some ogres down here if you want to get some extra points. Potentially you could use the scrolls here, but even though we are on the last level, still, don't use them quite yet. There's going to be something much more important you want to use them on. And oh god, get off that. Can we get through that? Yeah, here we go. Oh no. Oh, get off. Okay. Whoa. Alright, as you can see, we've got 3 gargoyles. We got 3 gargoyles in there. But we need to get a 3 key. We need to get 2 keys in order to progress. So, let's be careful. Oh, jeez. Oh yeah, this is another one of those. Actually, it's not one of those areas, but you can. If you just keep spamming and using all accordingly, you can get the skeletons in. Okay, gotcha. Alright, and in here is one of those 4x5 area, or 4 width areas. Jeez, I don't know what I'm on about. Why'd you turn around? Okay, this is an area where spamming might be a better idea. Jeez, skeletons, they're so good at avoiding your attacks. Alright, there's 1 key. This isn't now here I'm actually gonna start using using some nukes because you can go through here if you want. Oh. This area down here is a lot of enemies and there's a gargoyle. So I'm just gonna go in here, use nukes. Okay, there we go. No! Right at the freaking end! Well, here it's a different story altogether. Man, don't you just love old games? That was such a good run, nearly flawless, barely made any mistakes, and then you come in here and it's just like, denied. Just one fatal mistake and your run's over. Actually, I don't think I did make a mistake. I think the problem was just that the enemies were attacking way too fast. I really don't like the way the enemy AI is programmed in this game. Catacombs is another game I'd love to see a remake of. Oh geez, we've got gargoyles. You might notice I have a lot less score and a lot less scrolls now. I kind of rushed through the game this time, but for some reason I got a lot of nukes and not quite as many bolts. But I guess it is random. But anyway, I'm just gonna spam nuke going in here. Here we go. All right, now. Wait, one more. Get close. Have another gargoyle in there, and... Oh god, it's not going to show unless I get close to it, is it? Don't... Okay, we're good. Because we head in here. There is what is essentially the final boss of the game. It's a dragon, the only one in the game. And, you gotta get past... Well, I'm sure you can get through it without, killing it, but, I'm just gonna carefully use bolts against it. Oh god, it's coming out. Spam, spam, spam! Okay, we're good. I kind of panicked there. Yeah, if you just use a bunch of bolts, it just kind of dies. So sorry if that fight was a little bit disappointing. I just kind of panicked because it started coming out of here, and... But, whatever. We win. Catacomb! Great job! You have conquered 10 dangerous levels, but dozens more await you in Issue 1. Explore new levels, battle new monsters, and create your own maps with a built-in editor. That's right. Probably would have had a bigger score as well, but my high score is 80,000. I don't know what the score cap is. I assume it's 99,999, just like it is in Dangerous Dave, but either way, that is Catacomb. But before we go, there is one other thing I would like to show. In level 1, stand just about here. Check it out. Got a couple treasure chests down here. And there's another gate right here. Go through this. Check it out. We've got 4 mirrors right here. Each that will take you to level 3, level 5, level 7, or level 9. So yeah, this is a quick way to get to later levels if you happen to fail again. But the problem with that is that doing this will net you a lot less potions and a lot less scrolls. So it's, in my opinion, probably not that worth doing. But I don't know, if you're really good at this game and you just happen to die at a certain point, you can do that. Okay, those 2 skeletons were about to hog me all to themselves. Okay. But anyways, that was Catacomb. Now, I am sure that this game was released on the Apple II, but I think it was released for a later revision of the Apple II computers, so I couldn't really get it working using Apple Win. I'm not really sure. I'll have to look more into it. But I believe the Apple II version of Catacomb actually had 15 levels instead of 10. So that means there are more levels and possibly even different levels to play in. And yeah, if I ever get that working, maybe I will play it. But for now, I think we are going to quit and go back to Gamer's Edge. Alright, let's read the, well actually, let's go back to Catacomb for a second. It says select graphics mode, CGA and EGA. I've never... Wait, how do you switch graphics modes? Okay, whatever. Let's take a look at, editorial. The Gamer's Edge editorial. Discover new adventures, games, and simulations in your mailbox with only With each new issue of Gamer's Edge, only $29.95 for the next 3 issues. Dear PC Gamester, if you are a fanatic, if they can't pull you away from your PC to eat dinner, or if you just love to play PC games, then you absolutely need Gamer's Edge. Okay, so I can still call the MS-DOS a PC. New commercial quality games at a fraction of retail. Gamer's Edge is a 525 or 3.5 disc with a new spectacular, electrifying game delivered to your door every month. A 3-issue trial subscription for your IBM PC or 100% compatible is only $29.95. Each issue contains a graphics-intensive gem that you would normally pay $20, $30 or more for in your favorite software store. You will experience shoot-'em-up action games, realistic simulations, and dazzling adventures, and you get all of that is for only $29.95 for a 3-issue trial subscription. Your subscription keeps the excitement coming month after month. When you buy a new PC game at your local software store, you spend $20, $30 or more and rush home. The excitement builds as you open the package, insert the disc, and begin to play, but after 2 or 3 weeks, the honeymoon is over and the game has lost its sparkle. The thrill is gone. With Gamer's Edge, you pay much less, as little as $7.50 per game, which with a year subscription, just when you begin to master the game on your current issue. The next issue arrives with an exciting new game to entertain and amuse you. The fun never ends. Check out the games you'll find on the first 2 issues of Gamer's Edge. Slordax, blast hordes of creatures and avoid dangerous obstacles. In this fast-moving space arcade, armed with a variety of weapons, you must survive the invasion. Ultra-smooth state-of-the-art terrain scrolling makes this a distinctively different and addictive game. Catacomb. Fight your way through the dangerous underground catacombs with lightning bolts and nukes. Find the magic artifacts deep in the hidden tunnels to increase your wizard's power. There are dozens of levels to intrigue and entertain you. Money back guarantee. Order your 3-issue trial subscription to Gamer's Edge today. If, for any reason, you are not fully satisfied, just return your issue for a full refund. Order today! Just send in the order from below. For faster service, call your credit card order to 1-800-831-2964. Or Gamer's Edge order form. Yes! Please start my 3-issue trial subscription to Gamer's Edge for my IBM compatible PC. Only $29.95 postage paid. Make checks payable to Soft Disc Publishing. Louisiana residents include 4% sales tax. Check 1. 3 issues. Oh, wow. There's stuff to fill out. I think you're supposed to print this all out. I don't own a printer, though. Alright. Call toll-free. Soft Disc Publishing, P.O. Box, 30,008, Everport, Louisiana, 7-11-30-0008, 318-221-8718. Alright, let's exit. Info. Gamer's Edge Sampler. Welcome to Gamer's Edge. Gamer's Edge, the exciting monthly game disc, is available by subscription. Get new original games, simulations, and adventures delivered direct to your door every month. Each issue is published on a 5 1/4 or 3.5 disc. Try 3 issues for just $29.95. To order, simply call the number with your credit card information or print out the handy order form found on the special offer section of the main menu. Send your order form to Soft Disc Publishing, P.O. Box, Shreveport, Louisiana. I bet Soft Disc isn't around anymore, but I have to wonder what's actually there now. USA, Canada, Mexico, overseas. Who is at Gamer's Edge? Publisher, Jim Whaler. Editor, Lane Roth. Programmers, John Carmack, John Romero. Computer art, Steve Maines, John Romero. Creative input, Tom Hall. Office manager, Cheryl Welch. President, Arnold Linkove. CEO, Al Vicovius. Marketing, Peter Bollinger. Ads and demos. Submitting programs to Gamer's Edge. You can submit programs to Gamer's Edge by sending your submission on a disk to the above address. Be sure to include your name, address, and the name of the program on the disc label so we don't lose it in the clutter on our desk. Each submission should include instructions for the gameplay and all files required for game operation. Accepted submissions must include full source code with instructions for a complete rebuild. This is in case small bugs pop up which we can fix so we don't miss our deadlines. We are looking for games which support the EGA graphics mode. CGA and VGA would be nice options. And we have the in-house artists which can touch up your art if you are as artistic as we are. We also accept Isn't This Neat type programs demonstrating new graphic techniques that our readers might find interesting. Small utilities such as character editors, game cheats, etc. For more information on submitting programs or beta testing, call Gamers Edge at the number Ask Lane Roth, pronounced Roth. Oops, whoops. Sorry. Ask Lane Roth, no relation to David. Other popular PC products for your IBM PC are compatible from Softdisk. If you enjoyed the Gamers Edge sampler, you will want to check out our other PC disc subscriptions. Big Blue Disc, still the world's most popular monthly disc subscription. Big Blue Disc is 2 5.25 discs filled with home productivity software and mailed to your home every month. Our program will help you manage your home and finances, or organize your collections, educate your children, improve your PC's performance, and entertain the whole family. In a few short months, you will own a library of software that will make your life more productive and enjoyable. 1 year subscription, only $69.95. Oh, a 1 year subscription is only $69.95. PC Business Desk. Increase your profits and manage your small business more efficiently with this bi-monthly disc subscription. Designed for your home, office, or small business. PC Business Desk comes on 2 5.25 discs every 2 months. PC Business Desk will help you gain control of your business with the new original programs like Break-Even Analysis, Loan Manager, Accounts Receivable, Time Tracker, and more. This powerful, affordable software will give you the knowledge and confidence to make your business a success. A 1 year subscription is only $89.95. Also available on 3 half or 5.25 1.2 mega HD discs. Call number to order your subscription. Other disc subscriptions available from Softdisk. Discworld Monthly, all that stuff. Copyrighted disclaimer. Softdisk, Gamers Edge, Lodestar, Big Blue Disc, but Easy Business Discs, and Discworld, all trademarks of Softdisk Incorporated. All programs, articles, and graphics contained herein are copyrighted by Softdisk Incorporated unless otherwise specified. Softdisk cannot guarantee the accuracy or veracity of the information provided by contributors in the articles or programs. Man, being a PC gamer in the late 80s and early 90s was something else, man. Opinion. Report card. We want to know what you think of the contents of our disc. Please rate each of the following programs and return the completed form to Gamers Edge. Our address is Softdisk Publishing, Gamers Edge Department, P.O. Box 30,008, Shreveport, Louisiana. Key to the rating system. 4 excellent, 3 good, 2 just okay, 1 needs improvement, 0 trash it. What we got? Catacombs, Dangerous Dave, additional comments. Oh, it actually is called Catacombs in this. I guess I'm allowed to call it Catacombs then. I want to check out this game Slordax. Slordax, the Unknown Enemy, was a DOS game that came out in 1991, according to Wikipedia. And it appears to just be a shoot-'em-up game. Alright, see if I can find it and give it a try. Not sure if I'll play it on the channel, but maybe I will. But with that, that's it for Catacombs. But there was a sequel to Catacombs that came with the Catacombs pack. So maybe we'll play that when I eventually find maps on it and make notes on it. See you guys then, and Happy New Year. Goodbye. Please make copies of this entire disc and give it to friends. We want as many people as possible to sample the great programs available from Gamers Edge. A 3-issue trial subscription to Gamers Edge is only $49.95. You keep changing the price. To order or for more information, call the number Making copies of this disc. You may make copies of the entire discs as you received it and give it away to as many friends and family members as you like. However, you can't make copies of individual programs or sell copies of this discs or its programs. These programs are copyright 1990 Softdisk Incorporated. Softdisk programs are protected by federal law. Softdisk Publishing, as a member of the Software Publishers Association, SPA, supports the industry's effort to fight the illegal copying of personal computer software. Report copyright violations to SPA 1101 Connecticut Avenue, North NW, Suite 91, Washington, D.C., 20,036. Gamer's Edge, copyright 1990 Softdisk Incorporated. All rights preserved. Exit.